been on some chill.
Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Most of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Hawks, number 1.
Taking pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
They better break north before we get and take their face off. The streets is filled with undercovers, chasing brothers. The D's on the roof trying to watch us and knock us.
Overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. He hits both from the strike.
Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to
more the lead grows.
Atlanta shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots.
First free throw is good. Hodges checked in for Lewis.
Hop up in the 6, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank. I got plenty change. She rep HBK over everything. Married to the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate. We just innovate. Young and making plenty cake. Get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet. Being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the
That one falls, so he hits both of them. No, I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Hawks ahead, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. With a chance for another one at the stripe.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
The Hawks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
More bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Ignorance is at the library. I hurry with lightning speed like the Flash. He's at the big one on Grand Army Place. When I get inside, the door shut and the lights go off. Another track. I hear a hissing sound. I smell a funny smell. I gasp.
On the free throw, no good. They need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Hawks on top, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Ernie, they are way too weak defensively today. They're getting walked over down low, giving up a ton of points. Barbecue chicken everywhere, with the sauce, without the sauce. We're having a Thanksgiving feast in here. That's a recipe for disaster. They cannot keep letting guys drive the lane, layups, lobs. Defense is weak, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
That trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
The Hawks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And that one misses, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
The Bucks making a change here. The Hawks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the free throw, no good.
En busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
Lo que nos enseñaron con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra.
He hits the second from Milwaukee. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard in about the last 10 games in the NBA. During that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In fourth, the Bucks.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y
and he sinks the second.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Better know I'm on it, and that's wording to my mother. Gotta get it one way or another. I put that on my brother. I'm out here on the corner, but it's same old, just a different day.
The first free throw is good.
Trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do? Hustle, 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 hard, hustle, hustle, hard, hustle.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Bucks making a change here. Snow is checked in. Both good from the line that time. Whistle and a lot of contact there. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line.
You got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more
Whatever you
aggressive.
choose, whatever
The
you
game's
do,
just
make
far
sure
too
he
easy
a thug
right
and
now when it comes
intelligent
to
too.
attacking
Like a
the
real
basket. They
thoroughbred
have
is.
got
Show
to
me
do
love,
better.
let me feel. Females who's the is always. And I like a little sassiness, a lot of class. Mommy reaching your bag, past the. I'm a leader at last. This a dawn you with my spit, lose consciousness.
And that one misses. This one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson.